Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start chapter 578 of I Have 90 Billion Licking Gold Coins. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Shock. Absolute, mind-numbing shock. Tina Morgan felt her scalp tingling from the intensity of what she had just heard. Right now, standing before Chen Yuan, she felt like a naked little girl, completely seen through, as if there wasn't a single piece of privacy left in her soul. And strangely, that gave her peace. All this time, she had hidden her true age, always avoiding the topic. But now she knew that Chen Yuan had already seen through it long ago, and her heart felt lighter than ever. "I've finished the setup," Chen Yuan said casually. "Just scan your fingerprint and face. Then you'll have access to the AI's control interface." His voice was calm, almost indifferent. Like this wasn't a decision that could shake the entire world. But this wasn't some ordinary app permission. This was access to the most powerful AI in existence. The core of the dark web itself. A network that had toppled empires, crushed global tech giants, and held $10 trillion in liquid assets. Tina hesitated. "Boss, are you really sure about this? Human nature is the one thing even I can't fully understand. Not even I can promise how I'll react if truly tested." She paused. Her eyes dropped. "Because the truth is, I was one of the founders of the Skull Society." Silence. But Chen Yuan didn't even blink. "So what? It doesn't matter who you used to be." He gently patted her shoulder. "In my eyes, you're my assistant now. You're Anna. That's it. Simple. Direct. Absolute. Even if they once stood on opposite sides. It didn't change the fact that the system had already bound her as one of Chen Yuan's loyal followers. Not to mention, there was still an 800-point reward waiting. No matter who she used to be, he was determined to flip the script. Tina looked into his eyes, and she knew he meant every word. There was no hypocrisy, no calculation, just truth. Enemy, rival, past affiliations, all meaningless in front of this man. The Skull Society had always been the dark web's natural enemy. They had tried to assassinate Chen Yuan more than once. Their conflicts spanned business and power alike, fire and water. And Tina was one of the original architects of the Skull Society. Even if she admired Chen Yuan's power, that didn't mean she could betray her ideals so easily. 200 years ago, when the Skull Society was first founded, their purpose was pure: to help the poor rise into wealth, to build a society free of suffering, to create global prosperity and eliminate disease and poverty. The idea was noble. A coalition of wealthy families banding together, not to hoard more riches, but to share resources, to bring up the rest of the world with them. In those early days, the Skull Society embraced diversity. Every race, every opinion, democracy, freedom, unity. The dream? That all the world's elites would work together to govern Earth as a shared home, to raise humanity to a new evolutionary level. But dreams are easy. Reality is hard. And the ending? Never as perfect as hoped. Over time, the Skull Society's mission was corrupted. Governments refused to follow orders. Conflicts broke out. And soon, violence became the only solution. Greedy corporations joined. And the goal shifted from unity to profiteering. Helping the poor? Forgotten. And the original ideal was lost. Especially after Edward, the first chairman, took over. He became arrogant, controlling, obsessed with power. Even after the super soldier serum project failed, he kept pushing it, funding it secretly, ignoring all ethical boundaries. Now it had become a public project. What was his end goal? To become the dictator of Earth? Facial scan complete. Fingerprint scan complete. Granting level 2 administrator access. Please enter administrator name. Tina. Name confirmed. Congratulations, Master Tina. You are now designated as Wangsai's number 2 owner. Master number 1. Chen Yuan holds ultimate permissions. In any conflict of command, Wangkai will prioritize orders from Master number 1. Chen Yuan waved his hand. "It's done. From this moment on, you're the official head of the dark web." The site just underwent a full revamp. There will be a lot that needs fine-tuning. We're doing things out in the open now. Things will be different than before. So, make whatever changes you think are necessary. Run it your way. Just like that. He let go of the wheel. Tina's eyes sparkled. "Boss, I do have a few suggestions." She had already spotted several critical flaws in the current model. As someone who had once been the highest-ranking senator of the Skull Society, there were few in the world who understood management better than her. If she was allowed to fully take over, the dark web's profits could increase tenfold, especially on the financial side. Darkcoin could easily surpass the US dollar as the world's #1 digital currency. With the right leverage, the $10 trillion in assets could be used as a financial weapon, amplified into 100 trillion in effect. That kind of power? Enough to buy out a nation. After all, in different hands, money creates very different outcomes. Some people make 10 yuan feel like 1. Some make 1 yuan feel like 100. Tina was the master of this art. She knew how to make money move, double, and dominate. But just as she was about to lay out her detailed reform plan, ring, 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 Qin Yuan's phone began to ring. An unknown number. Hello? Who is this? Hello, sir. I'm your courier. You've got a delivery at Longting Community in Yanjing. Are you home to receive it? I'm not. Just leave it at the Duntian pickup station. Got it, sir. You can collect it whenever it's convenient. Click. Call ended. Qin Yuan's eyes lit up. Only one package had been addressed to that location. The super soldier serum has arrived. I ordered 3 vials. I'll study them first, and maybe set up a lab in Yanjing. Why Yanjing? Because he was heading there very soon. He couldn't risk having the serum delivered straight to the Chun family manor. If the Skull Society intercepted it, they'd definitely tamper with it. But in Yanjing, he had several villas. He just picked one at random. 2 days passed, and after 48 hours of silence, the world's media finally woke up. The internet was flooded with speculation. Something's off. Really off. Why did all major global internet companies get hit? Except for Liu app and War God Palace app under Chief Smoke's control. What role did Qin Yuan really play during the dark web's global invasion? And then, someone connected the dots. Wait, I get it now. Qin Yuan and the dark web? They've been working together all along. Holy **T. The Panga smartphone's OS is the most advanced in the world, and the dark web's AI is also the most advanced. You still don't get it? Isn't it obvious enough already? Chapter 982, Speechless. While the entire internet buzzed with speculation and accusations, the dark web suddenly dropped a bombshell announcement. A new official notice was posted globally. Effective immediately, the new head of the dark web will be Ms. Tina Morgan. And with that one line, the world exploded. Especially in America, people were stunned, completely blindsided. And the shock quickly spread across the globe. What the hell? Tina Morgan is in charge of the dark web. Wait, is she part of the Morgan family? Can someone please give us a full breakdown? Who even is she? The answers came flooding in. Tina Morgan, granddaughter of the chairman of the Morgan Consortium. Heir to Morgan Bank, currently 20 years old. A student at Harvard University's School of Science, fluent in 7 languages. Double doctorate in physics and chemistry. Educated in elite private schools since childhood. Taught by the top minds in the world. She skipped 7 grades and is a certified genius. Brains, beauty, nobility, and wealth. She's ranked in the global top 10 financial heiresses. Holy **T. How many titles does she have? She's not just a rich kid. She's a rich kid who actually works harder than you. How the hell do you compete with that? Morgan family has been wealthy for over 10 generations. This girl is royalty. She's my goddess now. Forget everything else. Tina, please adopt me. I don't want to work anymore. And just like that, Tina Morgan wasn't just trending. She became the symbol of power, elegance, and awe. But not everyone was worshipping. Some began asking the real questions. Wait a second. Weren't some people just accusing Chief Smoke of colluding with the dark web? Now what? The dark web is being run by the Morgan Consortium, one of America's biggest economic powers. What the hell does that have to do with Chief Smoke? You know what I think? This whole internet collapse event might have been a show America staged for itself. You're right. America has always led the world in tech and AI. And now, they suddenly got wiped out overnight. It doesn't make sense unless they did this to themselves and tried to blame someone else. The outrage was explosive. People felt like they had been played. They started digging deeper. And the more they dug, the more suspicious things became. The origins of the dark web pointed right back to America. Its predecessor, the black web, had been active in the US for years. If it was American-controlled all along, then this wasn't just dirty. It was disgusting. Even American citizens couldn't stomach it. Crowds turned their eyes to the Morgan Consortium, demanding answers. And not long after, they got one. An official statement appeared in the New York Times. Starting today, Morgan Bank will establish a strategic partnership with the dark web. Artificial intelligence systems will be integrated for banking account security. Furthermore, Morgan Bank will recognize the exchange value of Darkcoin. Users may now exchange Darkcoin to US dollars or convert dollars into Darkcoin. The moment this statement hit the web, the entire world fell into uproar. What else was there to say? Wasn't this the same Morgan Consortium that screamed the loudest about punishing the dark web just days ago? And now they were kissing up for partnerships? Their shamelessness had no bottom. No one flipped sides faster than them. And while America's sudden change of heart caught global attention, it also raised red flags. Countries around the world started to worry. Was America trying to gain too much power too fast? They had the super soldier serum, the dark web's AI, and now, control of the largest underground network in the world? This wasn't progress. It was domination. Many nations began proposing a global AI safety summit. Something had to be done before America became unstoppable. But in the eye of the storm, Chen Yuan didn't care. Global chaos? Strategic manipulation? Leave that to the politicians and power-hungry fools. He was just a salted fish who played games, ate good food, flirted with beauties, and racked up favorability points. That was Chief Smoke's daily routine. Meanwhile, Chu Yumo approached Lin Zhiluo with a stern expression. Luo, your brother just called me. He said you haven't shown up at university for over a month. The school's admin office even called your family. What's going on? Lin Zhiluo looked down nervously. Cousin, I don't want to go to school anymore. I want to stay with brother Chen Yuan. Chu Yumo's eyes narrowed. Why don't you want to study? Magic Capital University is one of the top schools in the country. Do you know how many students dream of going there but can't even get the chance? You're wasting an opportunity others would die for. Zhiluo pouted. Then let me ask you, cousin, why do people go to school? Chu Yumo replied without hesitation. To get a proper education, of course. And what's the point of that degree? Zhiluo asked. Well, to find a good job or take government exams. You need it for your future. Zhiluo tilted her head. But I don't need a job. I'm the vice president of Duntian Group, and I oversee over 100,000 employees. Can a college graduate become VP overnight? Chu Yumo froze. She couldn't answer. She was completely speechless. And look at this. Zhiluo pulled out her phone. She entered her bank app and showed her balance. Chu Yumo's eyes widened in disbelief. Zhiluo's bank account had 11 digits. That was over $1 billion in personal funds. Chu Yumo coughed awkwardly. Luo, you know, going to school isn't just about money. It helps build character, enrich your knowledge, broaden your worldview. But I'm learning even more by staying at brother Chen Yuan's side. I get real experience, things no classroom can teach. Once again, Chu Yumo had no words. Because somehow, Zhiluo actually made sense. But still, she tried again. People your age are supposed to be in school. If you drop out, people will talk. Zhiluo crossed her arms proudly. A true powerhouse doesn't care what others think. Besides, most university teachers might not even know what I know. Chu Yumo was about to lose her mind. How do you argue with that? Just then, Zhao Yuqi walked over with a smile. Oh good, you're both here. Come with me to the meeting room. President Yu and Ryu want to go over something together. All right, the two nodded. The three of them headed to the villa's private conference room. It could seat over 100 people. And when they arrived, everyone was already present. Xiao Ruoyu, Yu Lingshuang, Qian Mingming, Su Lele, Gao Xianyin, Wang Mingming, Zhou Ruoxi, Yao Qingtan. They were all seated, waiting. President Chu, Director Zhao, Zhiluo, you're here. Since everyone's present, let's begin. We'll do a quick analysis based on the current state of global affairs. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. Also, if you know other fans who were reading this manhwa but stopped because it got axed, share this video with them. The more support we get, the more motivation we'll have to keep making these videos. See you in the next one. Until then, Keep turning the pages.